coming to you from beautiful downtown southern sunny California. All right, now, what I'm going to show you today is the difference between these extended threads that do not come with the sink. These extended threads are what you have to buy on the line if the big box stores happen to have them. There's something you just normally don't get with the product, and it should be. Now I'm going to show you the problem and the difference and different features and things to be aware of. All right, so with no further ado, let's do this. Okay, now here we have a little 3-inch, 4-inch threads. All right, over here we have 6-inch threads. All right, let me show you. If we take the measuring tape, we come up here. All right, and you see we have 5 6-inch in total. All right, now this is a standard. This is out of the drain. All right, now this is the sink sits on top of this. The sink is about 3/4 of an inch thick. Okay, so let me show you this over here. Now, and let's look at the space underneath the sink. Okay, now I'm going to put some supports underneath that. All right, but this is the extended drain. Okay, now if I can get some light in here, I'm going to show you. All right, there's the tailpipe, and you can see how much you have underneath. Okay, now that's because we have 6 inches. Now, otherwise, if you don't have this extension, the threads barely pass through the plywood. That's 3/4 inch plywood, and you just have a couple threads, and it's not enough. Okay, now when I put this in here and you factor in the sink, all right, and you have, now this is going to be raised up because of the sink, and you're going to be right here. And by the time you get the washers on, you don't have any room for nothing. Now I'm going to show you that. All right, here's the washers. Now, the way this is designed, I'll pull this out. It looks like that you get that this washer goes here, and then your sink sits on it, and it creates a cushion. Hey, thank you for being here. Hey, Timmy, body shorts. All right, but what goes in there is this little O-ring, and then well, thank you. I'm glad. This is on vessel sinks. Now, so it looks like this goes there. Just by the design of it, it looks like that this belongs here. Actually, this goes on the very bottom, and it sits just like this. All right. So unless you have, I don't know how they are installing these vessel sinks using this drain. By the time you get your thin set in there and the thickness of your tile, and then these cushions, these seals, it doesn't make sense why they would sell you something that doesn't work. Now I'll show you something that I have discovered. Okay, let me take this off of here. All right. Now I also find that these are a little bit bigger than the ones that come on the original equipment. All right. These are a little bigger. I just come off the other one. Now, oh, here you go. Here, I'm sorry. Let me take this one off, and you'll see. Now, this is a plastic like washer for the bottom that goes here. All right, and then this one you'll see is bigger than the stock. All right, and I'll show you that now. All right, there's the one I just took off. And this is the one that was on the stock drain pipe. All right, it's actually smaller. All right, you can see the lip out here. Okay, so these are a little bigger. Now, they say they have superior product. Now, let's look at this. This goes against the glass on your sink, because it goes up against here, and this goes down into the sink, and this is what makes contact with the glass. All right, and versus this one, you can see how transparent, how thin. Look at the edge of this, how thin it is versus the edge of this. This is substantial. This is about 3. It's about equivalent to 3 of these. Okay. So in the event you get the extension, take this one off of the old one and put this one here. Double check, because look how much thicker this is. All right, much better. It's going to last longer. It'll take more wear and tear. And shame on them for making these so thin. This comes on the one with this extended threads. All right. So again, just to go over this one more time and how this goes. The washer, this seal goes here. This is a rubber seal. And this goes here. All right. This goes down on the sink, into the sink. All right. And that's all you get with that rubber seal. Not much. All right. Then this goes down in the sink. Now your threads. All right. What goes on the threads? All right, first we have the seal here, this rubber, this is like a cushion. All right, you don't tighten these down super tight. You make them good and snug and tight. All right, then this goes on. This is underneath the sink. I'll show you this. All right, and then you put on your lock nut. And your lock nut goes here. So remember, you don't want to over tighten this. Good and snug. It tells on itself because of that rubber. Okay. And this threads right on. It goes right up against your sink. So remember, when you do that, so you don't scratch these up, you can put some tape around the nut, put some material around your wrench so you don't scratch your nut. All right. Now the other thing on the tailpipe, all right, this tailpipe goes inside, all right? Now, if you lose this washer is to create a seal so you don't have leakage. So this washer goes here, just like this, all right? And then your nut again, all right, goes up. And that's how it goes. All right, then you screw this on to here, and there is your tailpipe, and you screw that on. All right, and that's on the bottom under the sink. Okay, so Now I'll show you one more time. All right, what that looks like. Hopefully. All right, now there's a tailpipe. All right, and this is it from the top view. Okay. I'm going to be, this is part one. I'll be drilling this out. Now, the other thing too is the threads here are bigger. They're slightly bigger than the stock, all right, drain pipe. So the hole that I originally drilled supports this. All right, there it is. Now, I go to put this one in, the extended threads. All right, it doesn't go. All right, it won't even twist down in there. So I have to green this out a bit and make the hole bigger. I'll be doing that video tomorrow. And all goes well, I'll be cutting that hole tomorrow, and I'll be demonstrating the process, because I'll be using this hole cutting bit. I got this from Harbor Freight. All right, and seems to hold up pretty good, actually. I'm surprised. So tomorrow I'll be making the hole bigger with this and showing you that process. You got to be very careful, but I'll show you how that's done. All right, now the center point, all right, is so that it holds it in place and keeps it going straight as you cut through, with the hole already in it. I don't even have to have that there, but that's what holds it all together. But anyways, I will show you how I'm just going to use the outer edge to cut the hole, because I'm unable to use the center point that helps hold it and guide through the hole. So this takes practice, and I would recommend you getting a piece of tile, scrap piece of tile, or you have an extra piece of tile, and practice doing this if you're going to have to use just the blade itself, just the coring bit itself. Now, this coring bit doesn't have that center, all right? And so with this, you have to start it out on the outer edge, just like I'm going to use the other one, and slowly bring it straight down into it and go down. But I'll show you that process tomorrow. Thank you, Tim, for dropping in. And tell a friend. It's a win-win-win. I look forward to hear from you. And one second. All right, so these vessel sinks, they are nice and elegant. I call the vessel sink that I'm putting in masculine elegant, and I'm looking forward to having to put them to use. I can show you, I'll show you in just one moment, vessel sink I've already installed in just one moment. Okay, now let's go over here and I'll show you the vessel sink I've already installed. Some have already seen this vessel sink as I'm going through the blackout zone. All right, now, are you ready for this? This is should be a real treat. Let's turn this around. Okay, here you go. Now this is what's called a waterfall faucet. And this is marble. Okay. Now the reason it's called a waterfall faucet, look at that. How cool is that? And so I don't have a waterfall faucet on the other, as much as I would love to have a waterfall faucet. It doesn't have that style. Now the other feature in this room is the mirrors. I'll show you. These are a tilting mirror. All right. They're designed to tilt. All right. Nice feature. Nice feature. All right. So there you go. So let's tilt it and watch the difference it makes. I don't know that it makes much, but nonetheless, that's that. And I'll show you one other feature here. Is this shampoo shelf in the shower with an extension. There's the extension. A razor blade holder. Normally the shampoo shelf stops here at the wall, but this has the extension on it, kind of like a windowsill. So how cool is that? Hey, you're back. Is that you? Body Shorts or someone else in the chat? So anyway, so that's a custom feature. And then the shower and turn knobs off and on are here on the inside. They never have to get wet. Black cabinets were a lot of fun. Challenging to do. I'll show you one other feature in here. Just check that out. Tiled underneath. No water. Water gets in here, there'll be no damage. Designed to last. All right. Now see in this, here's an example of what I had to do. I did not have the extension on this. All right. I had to carve out the wood, the plywood on the bottom to get that to work. All right. Let me show you here, a better angle. See, I had to carve this out. I did not have the extension at the time. I didn't know about the extension. So that was a whole lot more work. A big pain in my backside. And then I learned about these extension threads, and they do make an extension thread as well. I didn't know about those either. But anyways, so there you have it. A drain pipe with extended threads. Vessel sink drain pipe with extended threads. So I look forward to hearing from you. Tim, thanks for dropping in. And I'm going to sign out. So take care. God bless. And we'll catch you on the rebound. This is my custom room. Custom painted closet. All right. So bye for now. And never give up, because there's always a way. Always. Tell a friend it's a win, win, win. Thanks for dropping in, Tim. God bless.